For Thursday, November 20th, Bob Price on Canada's Business Beat. And here's hoping the most of these folks have landed new jobs. StatsCan reporting that back in September, the number of Canadians collecting regular employment insurance benefits was down 1.1%, or by about 6,200 to 544,000, Quebec posting the biggest EI decline of around 3,600. Also from StatsCan, the latest international travel data showing the number of Canadians who went to the States back in September was down 31% from a year ago. At the same time, the number of Americans coming this way was off by 2.6%. Canada's Business Beat, the most news you'll hear in 2 minutes, updated daily on Twitter, Blue Sky, YouTube, and wherever you get your favorite podcast, including Spotify and Apple. The more you listen, the more you know. The world's top retailer, Walmart, not noticing economic concerns in either the U.S. or Canada, raising its annual profit forecast for the second time this year. The company's third quarter earnings showing a revenue increase of 5.8% from a year back to an eye-popping $179.5 billion. Not doing so well, though, Bath & Body Works. That retailer is showing lower sales and a reduced Q3 profit of 35 cents a share while blaming Trump's tariffs for the downturn. A sudden change of heart for BC's government when it comes to moving Alberta oil to the West Coast, now supporting a plan to increase the Trans Mountain pipeline flow by 500,000 barrels a day, while also backing a pitch to dredge the Second Narrows waterway to allow tankers to load more oil at the Trans Mountain terminal in Burnaby. Prime Minister Mark Carney in the United Arab Emirates and South Africa for much of the next week, starting the trip off with full trade negotiations with UAE's president. And a made-in-Canada trade barrier is no more, with the provinces all signing the Canadian Mutual Recognition Agreement, which basically means that if a product gets approval in one province, it can then be sold right across the country. And with that, you're up to date for this Thursday. Thank you for listening. Bob Price on Canada's Business Beat.